So we've been experimenting with becoming more tuned into an embodied experience. So meaning more tuned into the physical sensations in our body and just noticing whenever you're being distracted by something else to just bring your attention back to the breath. And as you're starting out on this journey of developing a practice for yourself, you might be feeling challenged by the practice or feeling challenged by the discipline of having to do something on a daily or regular basis. And one of the things the research has shown is that there is a differentiation, for those who continue and those who drop out. And that differentiator is an attitude of friendliness to yourself. And it's been found that those practitioners carry on or find it easier to carry on with a practice when they have an approach that's a little bit more curious and friendly to their mental chatter, and more accepting and embracing, as opposed to those with a mental chatter that's more judgmental and critical. So perhaps for right now, reflect for a moment and consider what your typical attitude is towards yourself, especially in those moments when you're feeling anxious or angry or off balance in some way. What's your typical attitude towards yourself? And for many of us, our attitude is usually not very friendly, usually quite judgmental. And it usually comes in the form of like, oh, what's wrong with me? I can't figure this out. Or I must be doing wrong. Or this is not for me because I'm falling asleep all the time. So if you know yourself and you know you have tendencies of perfectionism, then just pay attention, to see what your mind is saying, and if that's spilling over into your meditation practice. And one of the reasons we focus our attention on the breath is so that we know when some of these mental chatters coming up strongly, and that we can recognize it, drop it, let go of it, and just bring our attention back to a breath where there's more mental calm, and from that place, there's more clarity and the ability to choose a response. So one of the things that's been helpful for me is that, I think of my mind sometimes like a little puppy, and the puppy is always so excited running around. It's kind of like the mind is doing that also. It's kind of all over the place like this little puppy. And it's the job of the mind to think. You can't tell the mind to stop thinking. That's just not happening. So what's more possible is to treat the mind with more gentleness and friendliness, kind of like, you're not going to be able to discipline a puppy by just hitting the puppy, but rather disciplining it, with a different kind of method. So, maybe thinking of your mind like this little puppy that you need to kind of nurture and be more friendly and patient with. And to a large extent, how we are able to cultivate a healthier relationship with ourselves will become grounds for more accepting, more embracing, more empathetic acceptance of somebody, of other people in our lives, especially those who are not so easy to get along with. Think of them as the little puppy. So so today's practice is going to be about using the image and feel of a smile to nourish our mindfulness by helping us to cultivate this attitude of friendliness. And we're going to start with ourselves, like charity begins at home, right? So and the research also has shown that smiling has a direct effect on the activities of the brain that's associated with happiness. And while putting on a smile, even if it's like, a fake smile, doesn't necessarily bring about like happiness or real happiness. But ultimately, the more you practice that, fake it till you make it, that sense of smiling will radiate to the rest of your being. And eventually you'll be able to not fake it, but be it. So let's start with our practice today. And we can begin by finding a place to practice that's comfortable for you. And at this point, if you feel more comfortable having your video turned off, just go for it and make sure that you can hear me. And your comfortable position can be sitting or lying down, as long as it provides you with the ability to have some level of alertness and awareness. So begin by closing your eyes and bringing the attention to the breath. See if you can relax with the inflow and relax with the outflow. All you're doing right now is being aware of your whole body, just sitting there, breathing. Relax your shoulders, relax your body. Allow the ground or the seat to really support you as you relax into it. Just sitting here, breathing, being aware that you are breathing. Now, as if you were smiling into your eyes, let the sense of the smile spread through your eyes. Feeling the outer corners of the eyes slightly uplifting and the flesh around the eyes softening. Let your brow be smooth. And just notice any sensations coming up as you feel the sense of the smile spreading through your eyes. Now feel a real yet slight smile at the mouth. Maybe you're really smiling. Just sense the inside of the mouth smiling as well. Relax the jaw and notice the sensations that might be arising through the mouth and the cheek area. Notice if there's any change in sensations or emotions just by having this slight smile in your mouth. Relax your shoulders. Relax into any tension that might be coming up. Just noticing the smile. Now visualize and feel this smile spreading through the heart and your chest area. As you feel the smile spreading, notice whatever sensations it might also be creating. And see if you can allow, the sensations and feelings in the heart area to just float in this tender space. Now take a moment to return to your eyes. Return your attention to your eyes now, and softening and relaxing your eyes. Whether they're open or closed, you can have a sense of when it's softening and relaxing. Now bring your attention back to the mouth and feeling that slight smile at the mouth and the openness of the smile at the heart and the chest area. Imagine and sense and feel this smile spreading through your whole body, filling the cells, the space between the cells, creating this really relaxed and open atmosphere for any changing flow of sensations that you might be experiencing right now. And whatever sensations and experience that you're sensing, whatever warmth might be arising, just see if you can extend that outward so that the whole space of awareness around you is filled with warmth and friendliness of a smile. And for the next couple of minutes, just rest in this receptive openness and just really witness and feel whatever sensations or emotions or thoughts might be arising over the next minute or two. And what you're doing right now is being intentionally noticing any changing experience just with interest and this attitude of friendliness to the little puppy. And if you notice your attention has wandered or you're feeling sleepy, just straighten your back, refresh the smile again, and bring that quality of ease and friendliness just by simply softening the eyes again or feeling the smile around your mouth again. You're letting yourself witness the dancing change of sensations that might be going through you right now. Each time you notice your attention being distracted, just gently bring it back into sensing the aliveness of the body and the smile and the warmth. Now letting that go and just returning your attention to your breath, knowing when you're breathing in and when you're breathing out. And we'll do this for about a minute. You know that at any time, whenever you are aware that you're distracted, you can simply turn your attention back to your breath. So slowly coming out of meditation practice and bring your awareness back into the space in front of you. Remembering that you can always, if possible, extend whatever spaciousness you've created, whatever warmth or friendliness you might have created from that smile to the next activity. Instead of like jumping up and going to your next thing, just see if you can extend the time or the space for as long as is possible, before you do the next thing. And as you move into your day, or for this coming week, the practice would be exploring bringing a smile into your eyes or your mouth and your heart whenever you remember, especially maybe if you're going into meetings, whether they are difficult meetings or like regular meetings. Maybe choose some event that could benefit from you bringing this sense of friendliness and warmth around you. So the invitation is to select moments in the day that you can remember to do this. And let the smile be a practice of like nourishing this attitude of friendliness for yourself, accepting yourself where you are in your meditation practice or where you are in your work, wherever you are, allowing the smile to be a reminder to be okay that you are where you are right now. Okay. And so that's the practice for the week. And before we go, I just wanted to find out how the practice went. Are there any questions or insights that you might be willing to share for the collective learning?
I just like the concept of sending a smile into my, my heart or my chest area, because then I felt like I opened up. And, I think about the smile on my face and that helps, but I'm like, oh, send a smile. I could send a smile to my abdomen maybe, or, any place. So that helped.
Thanks, Leah. Yeah. Sometimes I also invite the visualization of bring a smile to the liver, so along the lines of what you just shared. Love it. Vincel, any input, insights from you that you might be willing to share?
Yeah, I invite whoever sees this or anything like going forward to make sure you're comfortably temperatured. My my feet were warm, my knees were cold, and it really was hard to get myself relaxed. I was constantly trying to warm myself. But that being said, the smile to my chest really did. I kept getting the butterfly feeling, like I don't know. It's a feeling I get when I'm nervous or anxious or even like just excited or anticipatory about something. And I know it's like whenever I would do the puppy thing and it would go away and I would start doing monkey brain and I would come back. I did it and it did it again. I'm like, oh, this is possibly a real thing. And then the cells and thinking about sending that smile to all individual cells, like my body is connected through a circuitry and all sorts of other connections. So being able to send smiles places like Leah was saying, that's real and you can really feel it. So it's kind of like a psychologically physical thing. It's pretty phenomenal. So I appreciated it.
Cool. So so the invitation is to use this practice, smile in yourselves or to yourselves or extend it, whichever way feels is most supportive for you in that moment. Just experiment with it and see what happens, see if it changes, your attitude towards, especially when things are stressful. See if just by bringing a smile internally can help change something within you so that when you approach whatever that might be challenging, gives you a bit more space to be with it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I will see you next week and have a good rest of your week, I guess.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, MC.